watching FeMetal TV, and I have the absolute pleasure to be hanging out today with Nige Rocket from Onslaught. Welcome to the desert.
Thank you very much. Lovely warm weather after the cold of Canada and the East Coast. It's been lovely to come down and enjoy some sunshine.
You get the sunshine, we're all like, it's freezing
Well,
here, where's the heat?
This is really kind of warm for an English person.
So I'm really excited to see your show later tonight here at Club Red. And speaking of that, what was the inspiration that drew Onslaught?
As a band, I was a massive hardcore punk fan when I was a kid. I used to follow my favourite bands all around the country, Discharge, Explosions, UBH. Follow them around everywhere they played, sleeping rough, sleeping here, there and everywhere. And in the end, me and my buddy who formed the band, we decided, why are we doing this? We love music so much. Why don't we start our own bands? That's exactly what we decided to do. It's kind of one snag that we couldn't play. We kind of learned to do that after, and we formed the band Onslaught.
What is the hardest part of the writing process?
We're very self-critical. Myself and Andy wrote the last two albums together. So unless we're 1000% happy with something, it just goes straight in the bin. We don't write songs like many other bands do, where they write 15 songs and choose 10 for the album. We write 8 or 9 songs and that's it. So we're very, very picky with what we do, and just perfect everything every single step of the way.
Mm-hmm. When Onslaught broke from 1991 to 2005, what was your greatest creative influence besides Frankenstein during the break?
Well, I did that kind of project straight after, and then I did another project with Jeff, our current bassist. That's how I met Jeff. It's called Power Junkies. It's kind of like 77 style punk, Sex Pistols, that kind of thing, mixed with a metal edge, you know. And it's something we're talking about reviving at the moment because it sounds really fresh even now, incredible. And that was the only two things that I did in that kind of hiatus period for us. And we got so close to landing something really massive with Power Junkies. And all of a sudden it fell apart at the last minute, and it was kind of the final kick in the teeth like a tape mix. The way it went the guitars under the bed for 10 or 11 years. So that was it really in that period, and I just didn't touch a guitar for that time.
Do you think that with the Power Junkies you might do it on the side again?
Yeah. I mean, that's what me and Jeff have been talking about. I've been thinking about stuff while we've been on tour, because we get so much time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've listened to all the songs, and there's some really strong songs, and they're heavy and they got lots of attitude. So it might be a nice kind of thing to do as a little side spin-off.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think is the biggest difference between American fans and European fans?
Not a great deal, to be honest. It's just we've kind of noticed a different kind of culture as to. Everybody thinks, obviously, America's huge, but when you go to some of the venues up there, they're quite small. And then you look at the posters on the venue walls, it's like Exodus, such and such, and other bands you would think would be playing much bigger venues, but they're not. So that's kind of been a bit of an eye-opener on this tour. We've been playing the same venues, and it was like Carcass and Obituary playing like 110 cap venue.
Yeah.
Somewhere, and it kind of makes you think, well, maybe the scene's not as massive, or particularly for our genre, it's not as big as everybody back in Europe kind of imagine. And it is very tough. It's very tough over here to crack this country. It's our second time over now. The album sales are going up, but some of the shows are still real tough.
Yeah. But is it just amazing to at least see the fans here just sing your songs and just thrash out and have fun?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean in terms of that, I mean, there's no real difference. Metal fans and metal fans, unless you go to somewhere maybe like South America or somewhere they're absolutely insane.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. So, but no, I mean the fans react kind of pretty much as they do in Europe.
That's pretty cool. Looking back at your career, what are you most proud of?
The latest album, I guess. And there were a lot of people say that about their latest album, and it's not necessarily always true. But as a band, we've always tried to improve on our previous record. Not really something that's substandard or not as good as the last one. If it's not as good as the last one, we don't really want to release it. And the reviews that came out for 6 and released the album series, they were fantastic. They were saying this is the best album this band has made in its career. And that was a lot of reviews said that, and a lot of fans have said that. So it's kind of exactly what we were aiming for. And obviously, your newest venture is always your most exciting. So it's obviously great for us as a band and me as the main songwriter. That's been said. So we did our job, and I'm very proud of that album. So with that album.
It's a really good album. I had the chance to listen to it, and I really loved the music and the songs and everything. And it was really good.
It's kind of old school, but we've got kind of modern influence in there as well. It's kind of a more technical album for us. A bit more in the direction we're heading with the next one.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me and talking with me. It was an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure so much.
Make sure to check their album out, 6, and stay tuned for their video, 666.